Hey guys, Zapti Gaming here, and today I was just playing some Fortnite because I'm practicing. I'm trying to get better at it. I was doing one of the skirmishes or challenge things that were going on, and I was like, hey, I need to go to Lazy Link because I like Lazy Link. Oh god. All right. Anyway, but yeah, I went to Lazy Link, and this has to be the longest stalemate I've ever had in this game. Like all this section right here is literally just us sitting like in a box, so it's not that eventful. I'm gonna speed it up when that happens. But I got like 7 kills. I thought it was a good game to record it since I don't record too much on my channel because my computer's so bad. I mean, I don't even know how this looks. We're hitting like 20 frames if we're lucky right now. But no, I mean, it should look okay. I find it's a lot easier on the computer. So this guy was like going over there, right? I saw the blue pump and I'm like, okay, I'm not going over there. There is no way I'm gonna win. And I had no clue that this tower was going to have a, or wasn't going to have a chest in it, because it usually does, right? Because there's usually like one right around there. But I was like, okay, well, there's nothing here. I'm like, okay, did he go? And I saw him starting to run over that way. I'm like, okay, coast is clear, let's go. Maybe there's something in here. And there was also a tactical shotgun right there. I'm like, okay, well, I can get that on the way. So I got that. I ended up taking 2 mini shields. And I was like, okay, this actually isn't looking too bad because, like, I got a tactical shotgun right down there. I got a green assault rifle. It's all good. So I started heading over there. Speed this up because nothing really eventful happens here. All right. Anyway, okay, so this is when stuff starts happening. This guy just starts shooting at me out of, like, nowhere. I think he looted that house. Anyway, but no, he just starts shooting at me. He's like red balloon reminded me of, it. And this guy was right here. I'm like, choked a whole bunch of my shots. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna die. And I'm like, oh, he was actually really weak. So that was a good thing. And I also got the heavy shotgun. I almost forgot that was called for a minute there. That's not good. There also was a med kit right there, and I'm like, okay, well, that's good. And this time I got, like, really hurt from, like, his shotgun thing, so I took a mini shield. His shotgun shots. Anyway, I'm like, okay, well, time to take care of this guy, because he's annoying. He kept on just shooting at me. Alright, well, maybe, okay, right here, yeah. He shot at me like one more time, like right around here, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Yeah, right there. Anyway, I'm like, okay, I'm done with you. Tried shooting at him. I'm like, okay, this guy's got a scoped revolver or whatever. I don't even know why they added that to the game. It's so dumb. All right. Anyway, but I'm like, okay, so that's useless. I'm not gonna be able to outrange this guy because he's most likely just gonna get like a headshot on me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm like, the only way I'm gonna win this is with a shotgun. I let him come close, and I was like, okay, yeah, you're dead. I'm like, ouch. And this guy was dead. I'm like, okay, well, that's good. See, look, he had the scoped revolver. Why is that rarity? It should be like uncommon. It's not any good at all. They shouldn't even have it in the game. It's super bad. Anyway, so then I get 2 more kills later on. I start going up here with balloons because I saw this guy jump out of a plane. He went right down here. I don't know what he was doing. This has been happening a lot in Fortnite. I don't know what it is. Maybe like bad connection or something. And I also saw that guy. I'm like, oh, okay, well, somebody's going over there. And then there's somebody right down over here. See him? Anyway, I don't know if you can see him, honestly. This computer's so bad. Anyway, well, it's like middle of the road. Anyway, it's a decent computer. Anyway, so this guy was right down here. I'm like, okay, well, this is weird. I'm like, I'm going to kill him just before he, like, wakes up or something. I knew there was something that went down there that was really good. I didn't know, like, while I was playing, but now I know. It was with minis. I kept on telling myself, oh, maybe it's just ammo. I think I go to look down there, too, and I only see these 2 things. Anyways, this guy who was, like, got out of the plane landed over there. Hey, this is loud. Can we not be so loud? Assault rifle? Thank you. I start shooting at him because I was like, it's a good thing to put pressure. And then he stops. Like, why have they been doing that? I'm like, okay, well, it took so long just to get him. I'm like, it was like 1 shot, dude, and I just missed all those shots. Come on, Bloom. I mean, seriously. Anyway, but he died over here. I shot him in the leg. It was freaking toe shot. Anyway, I got over here, grabbed his stuff. I'm like, ooh, that's some good stuff right there. There's an assault rifle, and there's also a gold heavy shotgun. Always forget the name of that. It's so easy, too, to remember. Anyway, ended up building there because I was like, hey, there might be somebody across there. Might be shooting at me. And this is when it goes a long, long time. Whoa, okay, that's super fast. Let's calm it down. Oh my god. Anyway, this guy started shooting. There was a guy over here that was shooting at me, and I didn't know where he was. Nothing really eventful happens here. It's basically just me sitting in a box. Sorry, it's gonna be super laggy right now. Like it's like 16 frames per second. Anyway, so I saw these two guys. I don't know. I saw this. Okay, well, not out of nowhere because there's a big plane that just went down. Anyway, but I saw these two people over here, or well, three people, because there was a plane. Oh, never mind. The plane did not. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, he comes back. Just spoiler. Anyway, there's two people here fighting. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if I should fight these guys. These guys seem quite good. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a few little shots at them. I'm like, okay, well, that was useless. I'm like, okay, time to run back into cover before the plane comes around and friggin' destroys me. I shot at the plane a little bit with my suppressed pistol. I went over here and I was like, okay, well, this is not helping at all. Kept on taking a few more pot shots. Oh, and I also found a llama in the tree because the plane went over there. I'm like, ooh, okay, that's good. I mean, that's not a sign of winning. I don't know what is. I tried to block that stuff, and I'm like, well, I did a crap job of that. This guy gets up here. I'm talking really fast. I'm sorry. I got to slow down. Anyway, this guy gets up here, and I'm like, oh, shoot. I'm like, he's definitely up there. I got to make sure he doesn't shoot at me. See, he was right there. And then I start going over here because I'm like, okay, well, somebody just died over there. Maybe they're weak. But in this skirmish or whatever, it's like one of those, not a game mode, but it's like a little challenge where you get the pin. If you get a lot of points, you can get stuff back. And this is when he starts shooting at me. I'm like, buddy, what are you doing? You're like so far away. Why are you shooting at me? Anyway. But like, it's one of those game modes where you get like the pin. So like, every time you kill somebody, you get health back. I completely forgot about this here. And then I remembered it like right around here. I'm like, oh, wait a second. Should I really be doing this? I mean, he got like tons of health from that guy. And tons of good weapons. Like, they were both really good players. I just wanted to see if he was hiding down there. Maybe I could take a few shots at him. No, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is probably not a good idea right about now. I'm like, okay. Not doing that. And then we have this guy up here. He's just like chilling. And I'm over here. I'm just like, hey, what's up? And I'm going to go up and try and kill him. This is just a lot of me running through water. Like, look how long this is. I mean, jeez. And we're not even at the best part. We're only like, it's like 22 minutes. There's no way I'm gonna make you guys sit through all that. That's not fun. Alright, so I get up here. I'm like, okay, well, this is going pretty good. He hasn't noticed me yet. I'm like, ooh, dynamite. And I went to go throw it. But I don't use dynamite, so I ended up missing terribly. And he was like, oh, shoot. I'm like, oh, this isn't good. I also left my friggin' suppressed pistol. It feels bad. It was like I left it over there when I picked up the dynamite. Oh, shoot. No. I did not want that to happen. Oh, well, here you go. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to run over him. Like, this is about the time that I'd want to start shooting at him. He starts building. He thinks he's so good. I get a headshot on him. He's like, nah, I ain't having any of this. And then he gets out of there. I join in on the rift. I'm like, okay, well, you're dead, buddy. I did, like, so much damage to you. Because at this point, I think I had a... No, I didn't have a gold AK. I had a purple one. But I get that in, like, a few seconds. Anyway, this guy's like, oh, shoot, you're going to keep following me? Is this what you're going to do? I'm like, yep. So I just keep on following him. Then he tries to lead me into this guy. I'm like, I'm just going to go this way. Let you two do that. This was a sad, sad moment for me. I'm like, okay, well, I wanted this pin, right? And I was like, oh, I found some snowmen. This could be useful. See the snowman over there? Or no, I don't know. I had snowmen on me or something. I sit here a lot. I'll wait and see if I can get like a good moment for me like to join. I know this was a desperate moment. Threw some of them. Stayed here for a little bit. This was kind of dumb, but hey, what can you do? Anyway, then I started joining. I went over here, and I was like, okay, maybe not a good idea, because that guy just went down, and I saw in the kill feed that somebody got shotgunned, and I heard a shotgun blast. I'm like, okay, well, whoever's over there is good with a shotgun. Either that or they had, like, extremely low health. But I was like, I'm not going to chance it. I go over here, stay here for a while, and then I see these two fighting down there. Or whenever I want to get out of the way. Alright, yeah, anyway, so I see these two fighting down here. There's one guy right here, one guy right here. I'm like, okay, well, two good kills, let's go. Anyway, I start shooting it. I build up. And then he just keeps on building. Like, there's nothing really interesting here. He just keeps on building. This guy starts sniping at me. I'm like, okay, you are not about to do that. We have like a little fight down here. nothing out of the ordinary. This is when I start kind of getting campy because I have this guy over here. I have another guy that's about to come in through here in like a few seconds, and I have a guy underneath me. I'm like, this is not good. I accidentally placed a campfire here. I didn't mean to. I was building, right? I was trying to do pyramids, and I'm like, oh shoot, I just built a campfire. That's not good. So I ended up healing him. I don't know where that other guy went. Honestly, he just kind of disappeared. Then I had somebody start firing at me from over there. I shot this guy like once in a minute. 1 second. Yeah, I think it's like right here. I shot him once because he was starting to annoy me. I'm like, okay, well, you're annoying. Oh well, soon I will. I don't really know. It's kind of a hard thing to remember. This was a while ago. I should have done the YouTube video like right after I did it. But anyway, he starts trying to peek me. I'm like, okay, buddy, you are not doing that. I have this guy out of nowhere start firing at me. Where is he? He was like back here. There was also another guy like over here. I made like a little escape route. And then this guy over here. So I was just cornered. I couldn't believe I actually survived this. At this point, I had like 150 health. Just kind of played it safe. Took a few like little shots every once in a while. See, look, that person just out of nowhere flies in. Missed both my shots, or my third shot too. Anyway, this guy is just like sitting over here. He's camping too. This guy's camping. It's like, okay, can somebody make a move? This guy was really starting to annoy me. He had a freaking deagle or whatever, gold one, and he just kept on destroying everything I built. But I had like 100 or 1,500 mats or something like that. Because remember, like how there's like a 500 cap or something like that. Well, I mean, you probably don't know if I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. But there is a 500 cap. This guy just kept on shooting my base. I'm like, come on, man, stop it. It was really getting annoying at this point. This guy was sniping at me. I'm like, okay, can I stop being killed? Kept on going. Kept on having more people shoot at me. And look, there's somebody who comes over there. It's like, what is this? It's like, leave me alone. I'm just doing what I need to do to survive. I ended up shooting him a few times. That's why he started getting kind of scared. See? Like right there. I hit him like headshot. There was this person over here still there. This person was just keeping it quiet. I think he was just waiting it out. And you got this person up here. Let me just say, I was in a really bad spot. I was like cornered by like 3 people. I had to try and keep them like all at bay. So, I mean, that's the thing. And you had this person over here. Okay, I had like 4 people around me. This is starting to seem less pathetic when I'm hiding in here. I had somebody over here, somebody over here, somebody over here, and somebody over here. Anyway, but no, I just keep on shooting at these guys because these guys are really starting to annoy me. They're all just firing at me. Like, they haven't shot once at each other. I mean, come on. They're all shooting at me. Like, that guy just shot me. Like that guy just shot me. And then this guy and this guy is doing nothing. They're doing nothing. At this point, I was like, if I only had a grenade launcher. Then somebody put that down. I'm like, thank you. Now, if he tries to escape up there, he can't. The circle started moving in, and I had to get over to here. And it really was not going well. That person left the base, and then like they went over over this direction. But I still thought somebody was over. That's why I kept on waiting until the storm, because they'd have to move. But there was nobody over there. Then, on my way, when I was going over this way, I saw this guy, and he was really starting to annoy me. And then this person was right here. It was just terrible, honestly. There was this person over here. There was another person right here. And there was another person right here. So I had to make sure I wasn't getting sniped, because this guy was the guy that was in that base with the sniper back over there. And then everybody just started shooting at me. I'm like, come on. It's like, leave me alone. Anyway, this guy just kept on like hiding. It was really getting annoying. The circle kept on pushing me. I'm like, really? Can it not do that? Then there was this guy over here. It was right over there. He just kept on shooting me. And then there's this guy. So they were both shooting at me. And at this point, I was like at 200 materials, because I had like nothing from all them shooting me. So once these two started fighting after the storm, okay, well, kind of. Here, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. It's just basically a whole bunch of fighting. So I start making my move on this person. He starts running. I shoot him once. And I'm just terrible with the shotgun. And I'm like, what am I doing with that? I shoot him for like 30 thing right there, 30 health, 30 shield, whatever. He starts trying to follow me. I build up on him. He starts getting panicked because the circle's moving in. I have high ground. He tries to edit that. I shoot him right there. Oh, no, I don't shoot him right there because I'm bad. I shoot him right there. I'm just lucky to be alive right now. These two were fighting while all this was happening, and they were caught in the storm. And I had like 70 mats at this point. Like, I had nothing. And I couldn't go back to his thing because I didn't want to die in the storm. And then, boom. I got him. I'm like, thank goodness I got them. I had a whole bunch of health, though. That's the thing. I had like 200 health right here because I just killed those two people. Just imagine somebody shows up to friggin' court. I just killed those two people? Anyway, no, that's dumb. Anyway, this thing up here. There was somebody up here. I was like, okay, well, I got 70 mats. What should I do? Or actually, I more like had like 140 maybe because I killed those two people. I went up here. And I was like, okay. This guy blocked me off, heard me coming. I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. I go down here, because at this point I had nothing. My only hope was to kill this person down here. Which I did with style. Talk about friggin' headshots, this game. I had a lot of them. I tried to build like a little roof down towards me. This guy starts shooting at me because he sees that I'm vulnerable. I'm like, oh no, this is the end of me. I'm like, this guy better have some mats. And he did. He had like at least 1,000. He was awesome. So glad I killed him. Then this guy starts shooting grenades at me. I'm like, what is this? Please stop. That's when I pick up the gold AK right there. I'm like, ooh, an upgrade. That's literally like what I said. I'm like, ooh, an upgrade. I got stuck right there because like it cornered me into the ground and underneath my building. I'm like, that's annoying. At this point, I started losing a little bit of health because he shot me. Kept on shooting grenades at me. I'm like, come on. It's like, please stop. It would have taken like only like one grenade or two grenades, maybe one grenade. And then I would have been dead. Kept on shooting grenades at me. That luckily blocked it. None of them kept on hitting me because I was like on a hill. I'm proud of this part. You watch. All right. Anyway, so this person, well, I suppose you are watching if you watch this far. Anyway, and thank you for that. I'm not just leaving. So this person was right over here. I'm like, okay, well, this is not good. I start building, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to shotgun him in the head at least. I shotgun him in the head like, right there. Doesn't kill him. I'm like, okay, this is not good. This is what was really cool. I trapped him in. I felt so bad. He was just stuck down here, the poor guy. Like, what? He's just crying. Look at him. He kept on trying to get out. Oh, I felt bad. And I'm sorry, this was mean at the end. I'm just happy I won. That was like the first time I won in a long time. Anyway, that was my game. If you guys are still watching, you guys are fantastic. I'm sorry this was like a 20-minute video. I gotta shorten these when I do these. That was bad. That was a lot of talking. I just want to fall on the ground now. Thank you guys for watching, or thank like the internet for being a thing. But no, that was cool. Thanks, you guys. Y'all are awesome. What the hell? Oh, that is scary. Are you hearing that? Oh my god. That is scary. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of the night, day. I don't care. Bye.